You are capital. And you need to understand this. You are capital. Now, let me break it down. I tend to say, Africa must think. And people ridicule Africa must think. What does it mean when it says Africa must think? Let me get down to the word capital. Capital comes from a Latin word called caput. From a Latin word called what? Caput. Caput means head. So long before capital could mean money, long before capital could mean assets, long before capital could mean land, capital was the head, which essentially means ideas, your ability to think, your ability to strategize. That is capital. So when I say you are capital, what I'm essentially putting across is that even without money, if your head is working fine, if your thinking is great, you will not necessarily need money because you already have the capital. Because capital is kaput. Kaput is your head. So before someone says, or before you say, I don't have capital, the question is, do you have a head? If you have a head, then you already have capital. We know a number of people who have started businesses with limited financial capital. And I'll challenge a number of us, look at all those that are doing exceptionally well in terms of business. The people you know, just interview them and ask them, how much capital did you start with at the beginning? You notice one story after the other, affirming the fact that they started their enterprises with so much little in as far as financial capital is concerned. Even myself, the first company that we did run, a software company, we were the three of us. One guy developed a software package at the university. That is what we started with. It is from that idea, the package he developed, and myself, I was good with sales. I came in. Then the other one knew how schools operate. And that school management system became our capital. So essentially, the investment was the thinking and his laptop. That was it. And within a short time, and we founded that company when I was 20. By 22, we had made huge strides. And that's how I was able to buy trucks and everything else that you know that followed afterwards. But the start of it was just the idea. And you might say, no, what I need is money. You see, there are people that have started with so much money. They've gotten loans, and some have even gotten their pension to start an enterprise. Running an enterprise 2-3 years down the line, the whole money is lost. Why? They had the finances, but their capital was not well. The head was not well. The knowledge was not great. Their understanding was not on point. And they lost it. Why? Because capital is the head and your ability to think. And you realize that, our countries have so much resource. Copper, gold, and whatnot. And this is the story across Africa. But you know what? We are still poor. Why? Because we are not utilizing the capital, which is what? The head. And you see that those out there, like Switzerland, they are the biggest manufacturers of chocolate. But they don't have cocoa plantations, nothing. But they have the capital, the head. And they mint on us. And I love sharing this, that Africa must think. If we realize that we already have the capital, we won't be complaining and looking out for solutions. We'll then look from within because we already have it. So in a similar way, at your level, I'll challenge you to begin realizing and think that you already have what it takes to make you great. Does that make sense? So you are capital. Hey there. Thank you for watching this video. We would like to impact more lives. So when you share my videos, you are impacting lives too. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to Dumisani Lingamangali Ngobe across all social media platforms. See you in the next video. This is the message from the radical entrepreneur, and the future is bright.